Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final episode of the Whistle
Ever.
NFL edition.
It's not true.
Might come back. We're not sure
It's
yet.
coming back.
But
15 days,
welcome
we'll
back
be
to the Whistle, brought to you by Diversity
15
Catalogue. If
days,
you haven't
online.
already, please like and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, rate the podcast 5 stars. And you can find us at Diversity Catalog on Instagram, TikTok, as well as X. This is our Super Bowl review video. I know it's been a while. We posted, I think the last one would have been like 2 weeks ago in the lead up to the Super Bowl. But we're going to react to the Super Bowl, a lot of the gameplay, a lot of the stuff that happens. We're also going to talk about NFL honors, all the awards, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Most Improved Player, all that jazz.
Sure.
We'll start off with the Super Bowl, who, if you didn't know already, was won by the Philadelphia Eagles, 40-22. The scoreline suggests it was closer than it was.
Yeah,
it was
garbage time.
as big of a lead as 34-0 at one point in this one. Chiefs didn't score their first points, I think, until like under a minute left in the third. Just a dominant display, really on both sides of the ball, from the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel pretty good. They were my pick to win the Super Bowl before the season, so I could say I was right about something. I had the worst pick'em record, but
Right. But when it mattered,
Got the big
showed
one,
up.
yeah.
Right? Come on.
So yeah, 40-22. We'll read some stats for the Eagles offensively. 221 passing yards, 17 of 22 completions for Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Hurts also carried 11 times for 72 and a touchdown. Saquon, underwhelming performance kind of on the night, 25 carries for 57, no touchdown. I think Saquon touchdown was the largest
Oh
spent
my
prop
god, yeah.
Right.
for the game.
What was his over-under for yards? Probably like fucking
Not
120.
sure.
You're 124, I think you said. 125.
But Devontae Smith caught 4 for 69 and a touchdown. A.J. Brown also 3 for 43 and a touchdown. But we got to pick up the defense. The defense was unbelievable. No blitzes the whole game. Really only sending 4 guys. They made it really hard on Mahomes and the Chiefs to do anything. A couple of picks. Zach Barnes with a pick. And also Cooper DeJean with a pick 6 on his birthday
Making history.
in the Super Bowl.
Only guy to pick 6 on his birthday to Super Bowl
Yeah.
in white.
First half was
that's the real one. He's the new Jackie Robinson.
First half was about as bad as it could have gone for the Chiefs. I think they had like 29 total yards
Like
Really
that.
bad,
in the
yeah.
first half. It was really bad. But yeah, shout out to the Eagles, Super Bowl champions for the 24-25 season. Anything to say?
Jalen Hurts is a loser.
No dynasty for the
Jalen
Chiefs.
Hurts is a
Good,
loser.
great. They
No
deserve it
three-peat.
anyway. Nothing this year,
Still
they
have a
deserve it.
dynasty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but no three-peat.
No three-peat.
We'll talk about the Chiefs stats too. 21 of 32 for Mahomes for 257, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. I mean, the touchdowns came all pretty much in the
Came
fourth
very
quarter.
good,
He had a QBR of 11.4. They gave up running the ball in this game. Only carried 11 times as a team for 49 yards.
7 without Pat Mahomes scrambles.
Right. And Worthy 8 catches for 157 and 2 touchdowns. He actually had a pretty great game. Kelsey underwhelming, only 4 catches for 39. And Diop caught 2 for 18 and a touchdown. Mahomes also fumbled. They lost one and recovered one as a team. But yeah, not much good. Sacked 6 times in this game. Pretty much had the worst performance of his career.
Yep.
By all accounts.
The second worst was against also another great defense. So,
Yeah.
you know it's kryptonite.
Right? every great player, every great QB's kryptonite, number 1 defense.
Number 1 defense. Yeah, but some people are not that bad. That was awful.
What do you mean? His
20
stats look good, Josh.
Yeah, at the end of the game.
His stats look pretty
What
good.
the Eagle starters in, not very good.
Yeah, but who's
6
there to help him, Josh?
They had 6
He was
sacks.
there to everyone.
They had
They had
6
no one.
sacks, 6
All year.
tackles for loss, and 11 QB hits.
Right.
Crazy.
He did pretty good based on what happened.
Who, Mahomes? He threw 2
On
terrible
paper.
picks.
On paper.
On paper, he threw 2 terrible picks.
He's got 3 touchdowns.
Don't matter.
What do you mean?
Don't matter.
Oh, 2 picks don't matter then. How about that?
They 100% matter.
Why?
Because that was when the game was
Sorry,
actually still
Josh. I'm
going.
just looking at paper. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch one look of it.
You did.
No, I'm just
You
looking
were
at the paper stats.
We gotta have a
Yeah, didn't run the ball at
conversation.
all. I knew Pacheco was ass.
I don't know why they didn't run it. They should have
He
ran
was
it more.
ass.
Yeah, Chiefs defense.
We knew this was supposed to happen. This was supposed to happen earlier in the year.
They should never got here.
It should never got here. We could do that. Jalen Hurts is still a fucking loser. Can I see his stats? Show his stats to me. 17 completions.
Hurts played really well.
22 passes. If I'm Jalen Hurts, if I was in that game, I'd make about every pass but one, and that was a deep ball.
If you were the one in the game,
I could have made every pass. You made except one ball.
No, you couldn't.
Why? What ball couldn't I have hit?
I guarantee you.
Let me show me his ADOT.
I don't think you're making that touchdown, AJ Brown, the crosser.
What? What the fuck did he do? I thought Croft was 5 yards deep. Are you kidding me? I'm making the crosser 5 yards deep.
Can't.
He was wide open.
You sent me out there.
Oh, stop.
Story.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
He didn't do anything crazy, but I mean,
he didn't do anything crazy. Listen, I'm just saying, if I have a number one team around me, I can do a lot. It's kind of like Purdy. He's kind of like a more mobile Purdy.
Stop.
You're mad.
But yeah, honestly, shocking game by all accounts. Kind of boring the first half, to be honest.
I was thoroughly
It
entertained.
was,
I liked it too.
It was exciting in regards of like, oh my god, like this is the beatdown that a lot of people kind of wanted to see the Chiefs endure, including myself. But I wish it was a little more of a back and forth game. It's rare that you see a Super Bowl go like this. I think it was the biggest margin of victory in a Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Since the
That's the way it is. It's probably 24.
Yeah, well, at that point it would have.
I know it was the biggest halftime lead.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Well, honestly,
absolutely crazy.
The first half, even though the score would indicate it was boring, it actually wasn't, at least in my mind.
I enjoyed watching it. Yeah,
because
Right.
I thought the Chiefs were going to come back.
Yeah, same.
Right.
The
I was
entire
sore
time.
and I'm like, Lord have mercy, they're going to come back. It's only going to be better for them.
24-0.
I was like, I'm literally going to
doable.
shoot myself in the
I'm like, here's the storyline. They're gonna make it.
Right. No,
biggest comeback
exactly. That's
ever.
why the whole time I wasn't like, it wasn't like I was resting. Like I wasn't sitting back. I was like,
Oh no,
they're
yeah.
gonna keep going.
You're in the back of my mind.
Like, if they don't
already
keep,
won
like-
the game. Yeah.
After the Zach Bond pick, I was like, okay, they might be done.
Yeah.
But I'll see after halftime. And they came out at halftime and like did a little something. I go, oh.
I know.
But then they
Yeah.
didn't. I said, okay.
There just really wasn't anything
you
in
slow down a little
the
bit?
first half that suggested they could do
It's
it.
over there. Saquon's a fucking bum.
Listen,
I could have ran all those balls Saquon did.
No, you could not have.
2 yards
Yeah, but
carry?
you're not gonna blame Saquon that he had a bad game.
I'm not blaming him. I'm saying
Their
it's
game
bad.
plan was we're not gonna let Saquon
Didn't blame
beat
him.
us. They let everyone else beat him.
I said he's bad.
That's what you saying.
He's bad.
You saying he's bad?
Yeah.
Why?
Shit, I couldn't.
But he wasn't bad all season.
I didn't say that.
So this game, when they stack the box against him and do nothing else in the defense whatsoever, just
Right.
only focus on Saquon.
Right, he's bad.
Obviously, he's not gonna have a good game.
Talk to Genty about it.
Genty's cooked.
Genty's cooked. They had 11 in the box.
If Genty played on this team in the Super Bowl, he's doing the same thing.
right,
You think he's gonna be worse than Saquon, or better than
Better.
Saquon? You think he's gonna be better
after
than
toe
Saquon?
that line, I'm sorry, Josh.
Yeah, no, you know.
I don't think Devontae Smith's gonna have a good game. He had a good game. Now, obviously, we have to address the elephant in the room. AJ Brown's a fucking loser.
How?
You didn't see what he posted? He said, "Fuck all the winning, bro. I want to dominate the game."
That's not really
He's-
what he said.
He literally said,
Yeah.
"I never went at the highest level. Now that I've won,
He said
I
he
only
journey
get my
better.
joy from dominating."
He likes the journey better. Is what he
He
said.
literally didn't say
That was
that.
the end of the thing. That's basically what he said. He
Yeah,
said he
the
likes
journey
the
of
grind and the
catching
journey.
balls.
The journey of catching.
He wants
balls.
to catch more balls. Guys,
Yeah,
are
that's- I mean,
fucking
that's-
shitter, bro.
What's wrong with that? Win Super Bowl, you can do whatever you want.
Cause he's not happy about like a relative team win.
I think he is.
He's literally not.
I think he is. I just think I think he said it didn't feel the way he thought it was going to feel. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get to the precipice
I don't
and then
know.
you go, you know what? That wasn't as great as I thought it would feel. And then you move on to another thing, like, oh, like what's gonna make me fulfill that.
I saw a
that
tweet. It was
thing.
like he wants to be Josh Gordon getting 1,300 yards in a 14 and 12.
That's exactly what I'm looking at right
Yeah.
now.
Like, come on, he's a fucking shitter.
He said, I've never been a champion at the highest level
Right.
before, but
Shitter,
I thought my
loser.
hard work would be justified by winning it all. It wasn't. My throw for the game comes when I dominate. It's the hunt that does it for me. It's when the DB drops his head and surrender because he can't F with me. The intense battles, early mornings, late nights, sacrifices. I love putting smiles on people's faces, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't what I thought it would be. It's the journey that I love the most. Back to work.
Right.
So I think
He wants more balls.
I think that how are you getting that from that?
He wants to dominate the DB.
He literally says
He can't
it's
dominate DB getting 3 catches for 40
It's
yards.
the hunt that does it for me.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't what I thought it would be. It's a journey that I love the most. So I think
Right, I'm not getting it wrong.
I think he enjoys the work getting there more so than.
He literally
Literally.
enjoys making the
Because
DB
he-
put his head down.
But the first thing he said was, the thing that I liked the most, that I thought I thought this was going to make my hard work feel like justified. And he said the
Right.
win really didn't do it to him.
Right.
like him winning a championship.
Right.
So in his mind, it's like, oh, the hard work was really the battle, was really the thing I loved, it was really the thing I was passionate about.
Right.
And that's just a cherry on top.
The hard work during
So
the
he
game.
says, we're going to start again. I don't, brother, he says through the season. Like, read the post.
Right, through the season, getting catches through the season.
You have to read the post.
Are you reading the post?
I
Read through
literally
the
read it
lines.
out loud.
Read through the lines.
I
You
think
the
you
words.
don't like AJ Brown. You don't like the stuff he was doing this year.
Well,
So
to
now
read-
you're
I think-
attributing that to this.
Right, I
When
think
it- when
Treylon
he said
Burks obviously clears
in his
it.
own words, he said in his own words what he meant, and he says
Right.
he
Read
likes
between the lines.
he likes the journey more than he
you
likes
know
the
wide
actual
receivers
thing.
tweet out encrypted things.
He said it word for word, like he said what he meant. You're reading it a different way.
The
'cause you-
moon is watching.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm taking crazy pills. They
Um,
keep asking me where my crazy pills are.
The Eagles did a very
Yeah,
good
yeah.
job offensively. They controlled the whole entire game. Probably a crazy time possession too.
Honestly,
Chiefs
I'm
had
pretty
like
sure it
10
was.
minutes of
I
time possession in the first half
So, yeah.
and scored nothing. It was just a beat down. I'm actually annoyed that the Chiefs even got here because I think anybody else in the AFC would have had a better time against the Eagles now that I'm post Super Bowl. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. The Chiefs weren't healthy. They didn't have their full team, but
Right.
they didn't have their full team multiple times. They made a Super Bowl and they won Super Bowls. So it's like whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I just thought it was a great game plan on defense.
Oh yeah, outcoached,
To be honest.
which is crazy. I would have never pinned Sirianni outcoach.
Yeah,
Reed, but
I think Fangio deserves a lot of credit.
Of course.
No blitzes at all is crazy. I think it's like
Right.
one of 6 times that a team like just never blitzed, and I think that's crazy. That's insane.
There is. You see that every once in a while, and it's like, how the fuck? But I mean, pressures. People don't really account for pressures. Like, you'll see the end of the season, somebody wins like DPOY or something, and they'll have like 10, 11 sacks or something. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? But like, if you really think about it, QB hits, QB pressures, that goes into it. People overlook that stuff. But if you got 3, 4 guys generating pressure, not even getting really sacks like that,
Yeah.
you're cooked. It's way harder.
Yeah, and there was a lot of talk about the Chiefs' offensive line, like missing blocks and really not showing the most effort. Travis Kelce's been getting killed on Twitter
Yeah.
with a couple clips. I don't know if you saw them.
So the clip, yeah, where Pat Mahomes scrambling around,
He's
he's
just
just
walking
standing there.
Yeah.
No, but there's one too where like he's supposed to like chip block somebody. So like,
Oh, I saw
so,
that,
Like,
and he goes
Creed
right past
Humphrey
him.
can come shuffle over and
Right.
just like, yeah, a lot of people had questions about if the Chiefs were just outmatched. I think they were outmatched. Like I was saying it all year. I think the Eagles have the best roster on paper, and I think the best collection of players won the Super Bowl. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they were the best. They had the best roster.
So
Fun fact:
yeah.
only 8 of their 22 starters were acquired via free agency or trade. So a lot of their starters
Right.
were drafted, and
Yeah.
that's they need a round of applause to their fucking GM and their front office because they were picking dogs, even
Yeah.
though they let them take 2 great defensive players in that last draft.
Right.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
literally
believe
picking
that. That
dogs.
was
and that's
insane.
and that's what's scary is the team is still like pretty young.
Super
I mean,
young. Yeah.
I think the oldest player is. I mean, I know Brandon Graham
Right,
played,
I was gonna say.
but besides him, like I don't think anybody's over 30.
They
Like,
did a
their
really good
oldest
job.
players might be 28. It looks like. Like Avonte Maddox is 28. It looks Josh Sweat is 27. I mean, this is crazy. But yeah, so many players going off. Milton Williams went off. Josh Sweat was
Oh.
crazy. 3 QB hits. Milton Williams 2 sacks. Josh Sweat 2.5 sacks. Jordan Davis with a sack as well. And not to mention Jalen Carter, just always
Wrecking
causing
havoc,
causing havoc too. I mean, it was a complete performance. I already said I think they're probably going to repeat. To be honest, I think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I think it's very hard to go back.
They're
So,
not gonna.
It is hard to go back.
we'll see.
I think
They have a lot of
I
free
think they
agents,
have a
too.
good chance.
They do, yeah. Their whole team's kind of.
Lot of
see.
these
Well, look at the
guys.
2018 draft. They had Goddard, Avonte Maddox, Josh Sweat, and Jordan Mailata.
Yeah.
4 starters right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, and Darius Slay's two is 34.
Darius Slay's
Dude,
ass.
you know
Like,
CJ
dude, like,
GJ? I thought he was old.
No.
He's doing 26.
20,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, I'm
I
looking
thought
at
he was
the
older
team,
now.
like,
Yeah.
Quinion Mitchell, 23.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean, 22 now, I think. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, but teams they ebb and flow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they just made the most of their window. I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
it's two
I mean,
Super,
they started off
two
slow as
Super
hell.
Bowl appearances in the last 4 years. And yeah.
People are saying that
It's
get
not
this,
crazy.
Nick Sirianni
Retire.
is already challenging for best Eagles head coach.
Yeah, yeah.
4 years in, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want his. I want.
Like
his
obviously
head
he
on
needs
his dick.
years and tenure, but he could honestly just never make it again. It'd probably be the best one.
He could make that. Yeah, he could. That's
Even
crazy.
lose it up between him and Reed.
Chip Kelly.
Holmgren.
I couldn't tell you their past coaches besides Andy Reid, to be honest, and Doug Peterson. But yeah, I mean, are the Eagles a dynasty?
No.
No,
He only won one.
because it's 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last. Well, 2 Super Bowl wins, 3 appearances in the last 6 years. You know, I mean, like technically, right now, they're the. I think, in my opinion, they're the winningest NFC franchise at least this decade.
when I think dynasty,
What?
I think of it in like a 3-year span.
Like the last 4 or 5 years. Right. Yeah, people think that too. Yeah.
Plus, their team had a lot of turnover too within those 6 years. So,
Yeah.
like, if they get back next year and win it again, then the conversation can be had.
Right. But yeah, I mean, not really
Yeah.
much else to talk about in terms of the game. I think it was a pretty well officialed game. There were some
Yeah.
tacky calls in the beginning, that AJ
Yeah.
Brown push off.
That was a flag.
Yeah.
Now that we're outside the game,
I
can say
know,
that was a
yeah.
flag.
I know D-Hop was in the media after the game saying like, "Oh, so like y'all not talking about the refs now because like we lost."
Right.
And
Okay.
fair point, but I thought it was pretty well official. There wasn't really anything controversial that I can remember,
No.
which is always nice because I think it's kind of annoying when the referees kind of steal the show. Not that they try to, but it's tough sometimes. Like with these games and these plays, you know, everything's like on a knife edge. But no, I mean, it was a good game. I mean, I don't think it lived up to the hype because I thought the Chiefs were going to be in the game till the end. A lot of people were saying that like if the Eagles won, it probably would be in this fashion. It wouldn't be a
It would've been
close
a blowout,
game
yeah.
because of how the Chiefs always pull it out. Like I was watching Bill Simmons, and Bill Simmons was like, "Listen, Bill Simmons actually kind of nailed it. He's like, if you're taking the Eagles, he's like, why not just take an alternate line of like -9.5 and just get way better odds?
That's the only way they're gonna
Because he
win,
was
yeah.
like, if you're taking the Eagles, he's like, I don't know how you're taking them and thinking it's going to be a field goal game or something.
No, yeah. If it's gonna be that close, the Chiefs are always gonna win that game.
Yeah, it's just crazy. You didn't see any devil magic in this one.
A lot of
Really
people
at
are
all.
like, I don't want to hear shit about the Chiefs refs anymore. And I'm like, this is the first time the refs weren't like that big of a deal, and they got blown out. So
Yeah, I mean, at least on the one side, like they've still won 17 straight one-score games, so that's good.
it shouldn't have been like that.
But
So,
yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah.
yeah. Mother's speaking. Why, do you need something?
Oh,
okay.
We'll be upstairs. Another.
Okay,
Um,
right. Should be sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. The Eagles are the champions. I think they're worthy of it. I know, going into the playoffs, obviously we had the Chiefs who were at 1 seed, the Lions were at 1 seed, the Bills were rolling, and I had said earlier in the season on the whistle that I think the Eagles not being the number 1 seed and being like almost like the underdog,
Yeah.
I think that helped them out a lot. I think that brought out a lot of their character, especially on defense. And yeah, they used it to their advantage. Whether or not like they're gonna repeat, I don't know. I think they have a good chance to. Mike brought up a good point about Sirianni. Like, people will probably start to respect him now that he's made 2 Super Bowls in 4 years and won.
No,
one.
I don't think that.
You don't think that?
No.
Why not?
Well, I think I'm just saying that he could be a top Eagles coach of all time. Do I think people will respect him? No.
Okay.
No,
I don't respect
I'm respecting right now. Yeah.
I think within the league they will. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
guess
sure
his
the other coaches did
peers
before.
will expect it more. But I would say it'll be really tough to repeat when you lose your OC.
Yes, yeah.
True,
And they got
yeah.
to switch everything up
Right.
and potentially lose AJ Brown's might. I mean,
I
You almost argue that they didn't
So
get
much
the most
trade.
out of their wide receivers this season
Why?
anyway.
Why would they trade him?
you just told me he wants more targets and wants the
Yeah, he's a
ball more.
loser
So why would he leave?
because he's not going to be on a good team anywhere else.
I think he go to a
I don't think
number
he
of
would.
teams.
No, I don't think he would.
You
I don't think those teams are good.
teams get switched
No, I don't
off
think those
and
teams
then
are
he goes
good.
to the Bengals.
I don't think those teams are good.
That's a thing.
No, why would he go to the
You,
Bengals?
you don't think you go to the Ravens?
They can't. The Bengals can't pay T. Higgins. Why the fuck can they
You think
pay
you go to
AJ
the
Brown?
Ravens?
No, the Ravens are pussies. The Ravens have always been
You don't
pussies.
think he can go to the Bills?
I don't think he'll
Keep
get
going.
traded. I don't think he'll get. I don't think he'll leave.
Eagles wouldn't let that
If
happen.
I think if somebody
Like the
tries
Eagles
to
would
trade
never, but the Eagles would never rationally trade him to a contender.
him, if he wants to leave,
right, but they wouldn't rationally.
they would give him the hey, you were here for us, you want to Super Bowl with us, we'll help you out.
They would get absolutely shafted in that. They'd be so fucked if they did that.
I think they'd be so fucked. They can grab somebody else.
Who else they grabbing?
Free agency,
They
or
won.
the draft.
Name one.
Whoever they can get in the
Name
draft.
One. Name one.
I can't tell you the future.
Pick 32. Name one.
I can't tell you the future.
Well, they will look into it.
Yeah, you can't trade up in the draft this year. I forgot. They made
Oh,
that
what are they
rule.
trading up?
It doesn't matter. They have so
Oh, it
many
doesn't matter
pieces they
now?
can get rid of.
Right.
They have so many pieces. they can get
So
rid of.
okay, anyone on the board? Who they taking? Who should they take? You want them to go 10?
If they move up, no, I would go 10.
What do you want them
I
to
think
take?
that's a good receiver.
I can't take Luther.
They,
He's already
they,
fucking.
they can
like
grab
4'5",
they can
2.
grab a reasonably good receiver in the middle of the first round and be alright.
Yeah,
DeMonte
they're
Smith
attacking
wasn't
her-
supposed to be as good as he is now. No, he wasn't. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, he won the Blitnikoff Award.
Okay, but he wasn't supposed to be like he wasn't supposed to translate.
Well, I think he's translated perfectly.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. Like I think he's outplaying
I don't-
what most people thought he probably was
I
going
don't
to
think
be
he's.
doing.
I don't think he's putting together any crazy resume.
Nothing insane, but like I don't
Right, I
think,
think he's playing.
I
where
thought he was going to
would
be
be.
playing a little bit worse just size wise. Like his size didn't.
Right.
Didn't
Well,
seem to
100.
me like
percent
he
That was
gonna
the
do anything.
question mark coming
But
out.
it's working.
But I don't think he's done anything where it's like, I mean, besides not really getting hurt, that's probably the only thing where you're like, wow, I can't believe he.
I think
defeated
he's
that
doing
length.
better than I thought he was going to be doing by this point.
I guess so.
So I don't know. It's all a numbers game. Something can move. Something can shift.
Trade
they can
AJ Brown, get DK Metcalf. Same player, but
They
worse.
literally could do that.
But it just makes no sense. I don't know.
It doesn't. But if he wants to go, they're gonna let him go. You know, it's just one of those things.
Why?
Because he wants to.
So it's under contract.
You
Keep him.
Can't just
Hold him hostage. Why?
Because that's not the right thing to do.
Too bad.
Because now you have the disgruntled player. They'll just be like, I won't play.
He's already disgruntled, apparently.
No, clearly not.
Clearly.
Clearly not to the point where he
Clearly.
wants to not play.
What do you mean? He was yelling on the sideline.
He's still playing. Still caught a touchdown.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, they're honestly they're probably not going to repeat the same way. Like the Lions are going to take a step back. Like, and obviously they lost
Don't
their
remember the Lions.
OCDC, but yeah, I'm saying losing your OC is tough.
I think the Lions are never making it regardless.
No, but like making it back to the same point. Like they're not going to be the 1 seed next year.
You never know.
I mean, you never know. I'm just saying odds.
And
wise,
NFC.
right? Now the
NFC
Chiefs
they'll
can't make
probably
it back to the
back.
Super Bowl.
They'll probably make it back.
They can't. The loser of the Super Bowl doesn't make it back. Remember Big Z was saying the 49ers can't make it back because they lost the Super
Yeah,
Bowl
but that's
prior.
different.
The Eagles lost Super Bowl prior, didn't make it back, and they came back next year. The Bengals will never make it back. Say that.
We'll debate. But I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
I think the Chiefs probably will end up just getting the first seed again because of
You know
Chiefs.
how gross that is? You put that image in my mind.
What?
AJ Brown, the Bengals. That uniform looks disgusting on him.
Hey,
oh, it
man.
looks so gross.
That'd be
Looks
crazy. though.
no, it looks disgusting.
Imagine Jamar Chase and fucking AJ Brown.
He's still gonna get targets. He get out targeted.
Yeah, I don't even think
He's still be playing second fiddle.
He would.
Wouldn't even want to go there.
He would.
Are you joking?
He would.
Oh, you're something special.
He would.
Right.
Anyway, I mean, I don't
We
know.
should go back to the.
I don't
Titans.
have really anything
Yeah.
else to say about
What are the Raiders?
the game. If you want to move to the honors, anything else about the game?
Anything else with the game?
Sounds like no.
All right, so let's move. NFL honors were given out last week as well in the lead up to the Super Bowl. We'll start with the MVP winner. Maybe we'll have a conversation about it. The winner was Josh Allen,
Let's go.
beating out Saquon Barkley, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. The immediate reaction on Twitter and in the media was kind of a robbery, but not really. Both quarterbacks had a really, really good season, and I think regardless if Allen or Lamar won, that narrative would be pushed that the other one got robbed. I'm all right with it being Josh Allen. I would have voted for Lamar Jackson just because I thought he was unbelievable passing the ball and on top of it running the ball. But yeah, Josh Allen won. They were cooking Dan Orlovsky on the air. Did you
Yeah, it
see
was
that?
crazy.
I don't
Yeah, the way
remember
he
it.
eats Reese cups.
I would just left.
Yeah, I don't remember
I
exactly.
think he's
what he
taking
said,
a break
but
from ESPN now.
They were kind of making fun of him
Really?
live on
They always do
television.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
They
no,
were
it
just
wasn't
saying-
like
they
What
were
was the other
it
thing? No, what
was
was the
like
other thing he
fucked up.
said before?
They
like
were
a
just
year ago,
saying
they
his
were
reasoning was like really stupid for voting for him. Like, and a lot of people were trying to make the argument of like, how could Lamar be first team, or how could he be first team All Pro
Yeah,
quarterback
no,
and
yeah.
not win MVP?
Doesn't happen often.
Different awards. Different awards.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
This
the
is
best
actually
player and the most valuable.
Yeah, this is honestly the most clear cut I think MVP's been.
I think so.
Like clearly, he's more valuable to
the
that
Bills
team than
than
Lamar.
the Ravens.
I mean, Lamar had one of the best years as a QB, but it's not what the question.
You also had one of the best running backs in the league. Second best running back.
Right.
So
You see, James Cook wants $15 million a year.
Yeah,
I think that'd be like top
he'd
running back.
he'd be second to Saquon.
I think he deserves it, to be honest.
But yeah, Josh Allen wins the MVP for the year 2025, so he finally has something to smile about under his belt for all the years he's been in Buffalo.
Deserved. I think he should have two by
Heartbreaking
now.
losses they've had in
True.
the postseason, so good to see. We'll move to Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell,
Knew it.
Vikings head coach. That
Had to
was
be.
pretty much our pick. Dan beats out Dan Campbell, Dan Quinn, Andy Reid, and Sean Payton, Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings, leading them to a 14-3 record, I believe it was. They played all the way into the last game of the season for the 1 seed. Obviously, got bounced in the first round of the playoffs, unfortunately, to the Rams. But Kevin O'Connell, Coach of the Year, pretty cool. It seems like anybody would love to play for him, especially quarterbacks.
Hopefully. Sam
I'm interested to see where Sam Darnold goes.
Did some great work with Sam Darnold. Yeah, kind of revived his career.
He dapped him up.
Yeah, Darnold.
Except
Kind
the
of
award.
revived
They can
his
stay on the
career in
team.
a way. Pretty cool.
Daniel
to
Jones
see.
is next.
I hope so. My dynasty team. Use that.
Hope he retired.
Dan Jones takes a year in the Vikings, comes back to the Giants. You see, there was a report Stafford for the Giants pick.
Yeah,
Which is
for number 3,
crazy.
and
Yeah,
then
I
they
hope
would
not.
trade 3. So they would trade So they would trade for the number 3,
Trade back.
and then trade back.
Yeah, that makes sense, to be honest.
That's what they would.
I mean,
do.
it's honestly from a Rams perspective, that's what you should do.
Yeah, they would trade.
highly
They would
think
trade back for even more
Like
assets.
at this point, how old's Stafford? 37. He has to be, right?
37.
They said they-
Him and Russ had to be at least the
Said
same
they-
age.
They said they're sick of his wife yapping in the media. That's what I
They
heard.
said
I
that.
swear to God, that's what they said. on
Is it
Twitter.
official?
That's what I saw.
37?
That's what I saw.
Like
on
at this
Twitter.
point, he's got max 2 years left.
But he's still good, though.
I know, but you're not going to get any higher return on value. Like you're going to get the 3,
Yes.
and just say you trade back with the Raiders, then you get what do they have 8? You get 8, and then maybe another first round pick next year. Like their team's not going to win anything now. Their team's super
No.
young and it's super good, but they're not going to win anything.
But they're not.
They're
like,
not. I know they're not
They're
far
not
out
far
of it.
away. That's the thing.
Right, but what do they need?
They could have been in this fucking Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
like,
but like the odds they get that with like the what? Just say 22nd pick.
I mean, listen. What
It's
it
not.
comes down to
It's low, but it's not obviously not 0. But
is they
I don't know.
need just DBs. And if they have DBs and the defense is a little bit better and they were picking up at the end of the year, I think they have a good shot because that offense,
Right, but now they need a wide receiver too.
but at the same time, they weren't using Cup this year and they made it far enough. You know what I mean?
Right, because he's
So
bad.
there's
but-
somebody you can plug in there, though.
Right, but they obviously need a boost at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do, but
Colin Cowherd said today, Rams want the number 3 pick from the Giants for Matt Stafford. Per Colin Cowherd, Cowherd says the Rams don't want to restructure Stafford's deal and are getting tired of his wife constantly talking to the public. The Rams could then look to trade down from 3 to acquire more picks next year to move up for a quarterback. So they'll try to get picks for 2026.
Right, that makes sense. So they get 3, right? They trade that to the Raiders, and they get 8 this year, another pick next year.
I mean, that would make sense.
Like, that makes honestly in my
It
mind
doesn't
most
make
value
sense for the
sense.
Giants, though.
Right,
Like, at all.
right. Well, I don't know.
Like, who's pick 1 again?
Like, okay, here's the Giants thing, right?
Titans, I think, got the first pick.
Right. So the Giants
Yeah.
are gonna have our pick 3, right? So it goes what? Titans, Browns, I think. Titans, Browns, Giants.
Yeah.
So right now the Giants aren't even in line to get a QB.
But the Titans
Right?
might just grab
Well,
Carter.
they're taking a generational talent. What the fuck does that
I
mean?
don't think the Titans are going to go QB this year, actually. I don't see it.
Yeah, it's Titans, Browns, Giants.
Right. But
And then Patriots.
do the Giants like the quarterbacks enough to take them?
They said I'm pretty sure Supplement said they do.
I saw you saw Travis Hunter today said that he's going to
Cornerback.
the line as a corner,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Smart move.
Jags at 5, Vegas at 6, Jets at 7.
Oh, they're at 6. That's even better. Wow.
Maybe the Jets. Think the Jets will draft a quarterback?
I don't know what the Jets move
Maybe
is. With
I
the
don't
Aaron
know why-
Rodgers
I don't know why the
changeup,
Jets aren't trying to get Stafford.
because they can't. I feel like they can't win now. They know they can't win now. Like their team's super young. Like give it.
You
time.
don't think the Jets have a better chance of winning with Stafford than the Giants?
No, I mean they might have
I
a
think
better
the Jets
chance.
probably have a
They
better roster.
Obviously, they have a better roster. They have a better chance, but they have no chance in making like the playoffs. They might be an
Really?
8 seed.
You think
With
the
the Giants?
Giants have a better chance of
No.
making the playoffs?
No, I don't.
He says they won't.
Oh.
I don't think either of them will.
What, the Rams or the Giants?
No, I'm saying the Giants or the Jets. Like if the Jets traded
Oh,
for
the Jets, of
Stafford,
course,
it
yeah.
makes no sense either way.
Yeah, the Jets.
Like they're not going to do anything.
I think there's better teams that he could land on that need a quarterback than the Giants, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing.
And I understand.
Where'd you have him go?
Like they could sign players, but if we're gonna talk about like rosters that need a quarterback that are in better shape, that like I think Pittsburgh's a better landing spot.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has
Then the
capital.
Giants,
Well,
to
you
be
have the
honest.
capital to trade it.
What did Pittsburgh say they were going to do? They're looking on Trevor Lawrence, right? Was that
That's
what it
not
was?
going to happen.
I saw that.
But they're
The
looking-
Jags literally said, "Why the fuck
No,
would we do
they
that?"
wouldn't. But that means they're looking for something, so they could trade up. Too,
Right.
You never know.
Yeah, but they're
like
so young.
and like could
Yeah,
Ro-
trade up.
could
Like they don't
Rodgers,
want like no offense, they don't want another Russ. Like they don't want to have him for
Yeah.
a year.
You know what I'm saying? You
Like,
could trade up.
and if
they
they
could trade up.
if they
right, but I don't think they like the guy.
if they get rid of Stafford for a quarterback for 2026, who plays quarterback this year? They get
For them?
Rodgers,
They have
they get
Brandon
Russell
Stetson.
Wilson,
Oh,
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett.
Oh yeah, Stetson.
Like that's the other
Um,
part of it too. But anyway,
I just take. I mean, listen, I don't know where he's going to go draft board wise. I have to see. I mean, I think Jackson Dart's like obviously right the sleeper right now
Yeah,
for
that's crazy.
QB at the draft.
I think.
goes in the top 10.
Well, here's the thing with the Giants. They're in a great position.
Because you have Jets, Raiders,
Well, the Jets have
Giants,
Travis Franklin.
Browns,
The Jets
Titans,
have Travis Franklin.
all
So
need a
let's
quarterback?
pump the brakes on that.
Yeah.
Jets have Travis Franklin, undefeated QB.
The Giants are in a great position because they can literally wait until their pick's on the clock to trade that pick.
Right.
So
See who gets desperate.
exactly. Well, even then, like they know if the quarterbacks are going, they're like, all right, cool, we have Stafford now.
It'd just be interesting.
Who said they're taking a? Who said they're going to take a talent? Who said
The
that?
Titans,
Titans
said
said
that.
they're
They
gonna
said
get
they're not
generational
going to pass
talent.
up on a generational
They're going
talent.
to take Carter.
Which is that the only person that is a generational talent in this draft that can be said that you could say maybe Tet
I don't see
just because his stature, like just build, maybe Tet,
Michael Wilson.
maybe Travis Hunter if you're gonna play him on both sides, which they're not gonna fucking do, and then Abdul Carter. Those are the three, and
It's gonna be
usually it's really
interesting.
just two with Travis and Carter.
Me
really.
when they take number one running back.
He's not generational. Like we've seen him
Right.
before. Like you know what I mean? Like we've seen.
I've seen Tet
Gents
1,000
before.
times. They never work out, except for fucking Calvin Johnson.
Marvin Harrison next year. Wait for it. He's not that.
He's not 6'5", I think.
No, he's tall. He's like just 4.
Yeah, but he's not 6'5".
Same thing. The extra inches, whatever.
Difference between 6'11" and fucking 7 feet is huge.
But yeah, that was a big tangent. Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, shit,
Coach of the
yeah.
Year.
Kevin O'Connell.
I forgot what we were talking about.
You're spitting now.
Moving on, comeback player of the year, two-time winner, Joe
Crazy.
Burrow.
Crazy win that
Two-time
twice.
Joey Ice
Stay healthy, but it
Sucks
sucks.
to win it 2 times.
beats out
Jeez.
Christian Gonzalez, J.K. Dobbins,
Thanks.
Jamar Hamlin, and Sam Darnold.
Right, weak
Burrow,
field.
I'm pretty sure, said on screen, obviously not the type of award that you want to win.
Right.
Obviously, he was proud to win it. He put up great numbers. Honestly, he put up MVP level numbers as well. So shout out to Joe Burrow.
Shout out to you.
At least he got some recognition after a really tough season with Cincinnati, obviously missing the playoffs. Not what they had hoped for. They'll try to bounce back next year. Anything about that? Should it have been J.K. Dobbins?
No. I don't think
In
so.
a
I would've
perfect
liked to
world,
see it.
it was J.K. Dobbins. In a fan vote, it's still not J.K. Dobbins, but it should have been.
Right.
I don't
He
think
is the
so.
people's champion.
It was, for me, it was
In,
either
in,
Joe
a,
Burrow.
in a Reddit fantasy vote, it's J.K. Dobbins.
For me, it was either Joe Burrow or Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold
Christian
was not
Gonzalez
that
would have
great.
been cool, but
I would
That
have.
was number
they-
69.
They didn't win enough games.
No, yeah.
Well,
Wait,
69
what?
first place votes.
Yo,
J.K. Dobbins. See, J.K. Dobbins.
He was second.
370.
That's a
Yeah.
big gap.
That is a huge gap. Holy shit.
195, yeah, J.K. Dobbins. Huh? That's crazy.
Moving on, offensive player of the year. I think this
That's
went to the rightful
easy.
winner.
MVP, non-QB MVP.
Saquon Barkley,
Literally, yeah.
running back for the Philadelphia Eagles, beating out Joe Burrow, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, and Lamar Jackson. A lot of people saying Chase feels like Chase got robbed in a way because obviously he did a triple crown. It's like the least talked about triple crown ever.
Probably.
Nobody seems to give a shit. about it. Maybe because they didn't make the playoffs. And
Right. Same way Brock Bowers is talked about.
could be why, but yeah, Jamar Chase will show him love because he had a great season. Derrick Henry also had a great season in his own right. I think he also was like 10 yards away from having 2,000 yards on the ground, right?
Something
Didn't he
like
have
that.
like 1,900?
He did, man.
Yes.
And obviously Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson will shout them out again because great quarterback seasons. Really tough to see Lamar not come away with an individual award, but it just speaks to how great some of the individual seasons were this year that we saw. But I think we're all in agreement that this was always going to be Saquon.
Yeah, I mean, easy
Clearly.
It was always going to be Saquon. We'll
Yeah.
move on. Defensive player of the year,
Sham.
Pat Surtain.
Sham.
Pretty cool.
Absolute sham.
Beats out T.J. Watt, Zach Bond, Trey Hendrickson, and Myles Garrett.
Wait, you're joking.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Zach Bond had 63 points.
Yeah,
What the hell,
he
bro?
was last.
What the fuck? What are we smoking?
Surtain finished with 330 first place votes.
That's
Trey Hendrickson
insane.
with
Can you pull his
205.
stats up? Am I missing something?
Pat Surtain.
Was he having
Pretty
crazy
sure he
stats?
had
No, he had a
like-
very
He had a
good season.
ridiculous.
Very good
Zach
season.
Bond had like an insane season from a linebacker
Oh, yeah, of
perspective.
course.
He did, but I
Nobody
think
cares.
Surtain winning this,
I think it's more of a
Trey
team
Henderson
award.
being second is more
That's-
glaring. To
That makes
me.
no sense.
Like Surtain played
Like-
extremely well, but
Like my
well, when we first talked about
You
this,
open it
I was
back
like Surtain, like he easily could win it because it's like namesake. Like
right, that's what I'm saying. Like Myles
You look
Garrett's
at
there
him
because
more.
of his name.
you look at him more.
T.J.
Yeah,
Watt, the first like 8 weeks, yeah. After that, no.
fell off. Yeah.
I just don't. They just hate Zach Bond because he's not a name.
Second
Not
defensive
mine.
back to win the award since 2010, joining
Yes.
Stephon Gilmore who won it in the 2019 season. It says in order for a cornerback to take home the award, they need to make big enough plays to attract voters. That's hard to do when most teams are throwing their way. Avoid throwing their way. 13 somehow did both in 2024, coming up only one vote shy, being in a unanimous selection for first team
That's
all honors.
crazy.
Wow.
He actually had. I'm looking at Zach Bond's stats right now. In every single metric, he had more of that stat this season than his whole career.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Like comp
yeah. No, he
is
didn't
what
really
combined
play.
tackles, assisted tackles.
Yeah.
Is that
He was
what
he
it
was like a
is?
second string linebacker. That's why.
Like he got more sacks, more tackles, more picks than any other year in his whole career combined.
Right.
Times like
No, he was like a
couple.
special teamer linebacker.
It's crazy.
I he was never good.
He put up pretty good stats.
I don't know.
I'm not lying.
I don't know.
He had 4 interceptions,
I feel like he was
11
good.
passes defended,
Same
a
thing with
forced
T.J.
fumble,
Watt.
a recovery, a tackle for a loss, 16 starts, 2 picks came against the Raiders, with 13 running one of them back for 100 yards for a touchdown.
I could've done that.
It was only targeted on 10.9% of his coverage snaps this season, which also adds to that
Yeah, like people weren't.
because
even
they're not throwing your way. And then when they did throw your way, he said he lowest rate among any of the quarterbacks, didn't allow many catches, 306 receiving yards as the nearest defender across 560 coverage snaps to 0.6 yards per coverage snap, which is fucking insane.
That's crazy.
That's wild. And he was going against, DK, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, Jacoby Meyer, okay, Jerry Jeudy, okay, Jamar Chase, and more. He didn't allow more than 50 receiving yards in a single game this season.
Give Jacoby Myers his flowers.
46.6 passer rating, lowest mark allowed among quarterbacks with at least 20 such targets as nearest defender in coverage. Pretty good. And Chris Gonzalez had a similar season, by the way, people out there. Look at the stats.
Right.
He did.
I feel like this is more of a team award. The Broncos defense was like really good. I think it's more of a team award. But when I saw this, I thought it was a team award.
The Broncos defense did play
Zach
really
Bond
good
is being
ball.
slighted. He had a generational season. If you look at his numbers.
Surtain, now looking at the stats, I see why he won it.
Yeah, the advanced.
Zach Bond being third, but you have
Well,
to.
he was last.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He wasn't third.
Oh, fourth, I guess.
He was fifth, I
Voting.
think.
But like that's like also it has to go into like flashes and stuff like that.
So stupid.
Like Surtain definitely deserved it. I think he had great stats, and I think you need to look at the advanced stats when it comes to stuff like this. Like
You said big plays.
it's
You know
also
what?
big
I
plays.
also discredit. I honestly think 100-yard pick sixes might be the easiest thing to do.
What?
Because half the time you get a interception at the goal line, it's on an out route, and you're 25 yards away from anyone, except the guy you just picked off. How many yards are in a pick six? What are you saying?
How many 100-yard pick sixes are there?
Oh, well, I didn't think they have a real number for that. I didn't say it wasn't rare. I said it's really easy to do. Like if you pick the ball for the goal line, either you're getting tackled right away or you're scoring 100 yards.
mean, I guess, but it doesn't happen often.
I didn't say it happens
There's a lot
often.
of goal line pick sixes.
Why you fighting yourself?
There are.
You shadowboxing yourself?
Wait, what do you mean?
I said it's easy to do. I didn't say it wasn't rare.
If it was easy to do, it'd happen a lot more. Is what I'm saying.
No, because people don't throw bad passes in the end zone typically. Like the only reason, usually
You know how many
the only
red zone picks
reason,
there are in the season?
Usually the only reason though there's a 100-yard pick six is because it's like an out
Nobody
route.
else looked.
Should we look at the play?
I look at the play.
'Cause
Like I can't imagine it's middle of the field.
Well, no, I doubt it's in the field.
I know the play right now. It's 100% a fucking
Play action. Minshew looking. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Pat Surtain.
He's got one guy to beat and he's already dropped.
Nobody's going to catch him.
I mean, listen,
Surtain
like half the play he's dropped.
all the way.
That's what I'm saying. Like once you get past like 10 yards,
action.
not even. Like
I'm not
once you
gonna
get
lie,
past,
Look,
this was kind of. I'll give him that. This
Somebody could have. This guy and
nobody's already.
this guy, if he didn't.
What guy? The guy gets blocked. The quarterback getting blocked to the ground.
You don't give
Someone
him credit for jumping the route, though.
No, I do give credit for
It's a
jumping
great
route. It
pick.
was a good pick. I'm saying 100
You're
yards.
saying it's not as impressive.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by it saying 100-yard pick six.
Well, here's fuck
It's
100
usually
pick six.
very easy to do.
That
I'm
wasn't
just
like the
saying. That was
that
my
wasn't
long point.
that was just one of his accolades in the season.
Right. I don't think it's great.
Allowing a little over half a yard on all of your catches average. It's insane, and you're going to go up against top talent.
half yard separation
It was 0.6 yards allowed at
per catch.
average. That's what it said.
It says it right there.
Translating to
0.6 yards per coverage snap, not every catch.
He gave only 36 receiving yards to the nearest defender across 560 coverage snaps, translating to 0.6 yards per coverage snap.
Yeah, not catch.
That's what that means.
No, per coverage snap.
Do you know what a coverage snap is?
Yeah.
So why you what are you saying?
That's not catch.
306 receiving yards as nearest defender across 560 coverage snaps.
Yeah.
Translating to 0.6 yards per coverage snap.
Right.
So on the targets he was getting targeted on, he was allowing 0.6
No, he's the
yards.
nearest defender. It's not he's being targeted on.
I don't think you understand.
Right. Concept of zone, they don't get it sometimes.
It's
I keep getting videos on my YouTube of like
State.
NFL defenses explained.
Why?
It's actually funny you said that.
Did you
Anyway.
you have the diversity
No, I
catalog
haven't
thing on
watched
yours? Oh, okay.
No.
I keep getting fucking
Moving on.
2018 Madden intro videos on the suggested now.
I like them.
I haven't touched it. I don't know why the
You're
fuck is
right.
that. Somebody goes, there was one. It was just like random pick six NFL 2011. It was like a 50-second video. I'm like, oh.
You be watching it.
I didn't
Moving
touch
on.
it. I did watch it.
Here's a big one.
Because of course this year.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Couple of names not on the nominees list that we would have thought were surefire to be on there. But Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders, quarterback, winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it was pretty much deserved. Beating out Malik Neighbors, Bo Nix, Brock Bowers, the People's Champ, and Brian
See the votes?
Thomas Jr.
Hours.
Scroll up, scroll up.
No Caleb Williams on the list. No Marvin Harrison Jr. on the list. Two offensive players that I think everybody would have thought would for sure be amongst the 5 best offensive rookies in the league this year.
Wait,
But
no.
Jaden Daniels winning.
Okay, let's.
I said no Caleb, no Marvin
yeah,
Harrison
I
Jr.
think favorites.
All 3 LSU guys. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should have looked at the betting favorites at the beginning. Like, who's the MVP
Like to
betting
start the
favorite?
season.
It's probably Josh
Oh, to start
Allen,
the season?
right? I think it was
Probably
probably Josh
Mahomes.
Allen. You think so?
If I had to guess, yeah. Before the season started, no injuries. They just grabbed Marquise Brown. Probably.
Because the betting favorite was obviously Caleb Williams, right? Scroll up. Let me think about this. Defensive had to bet TJ Watt, right?
Yeah.
Offensive,
It probably was Saquon if he went to the Eagles at that point.
I think it was
This
probably
is
Derrick Henry.
2025 NFL MVP.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, well, this is for what?
Comeback player of the year is probably Joe Burrow.
This
right?
was technically 2024.
Coach of the year. Coach of the year.
Probably whoever they thought was going to have the highest record. That's probably who it was.
It was honestly probably John Reinbach.
Him or Campbell, probably, right?
I don't think I don't think coaching. I don't think the odds would make Campbell because he went far already. Well, I guess they probably.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't know.
Because you either play well with the mid-team or you just have the best record. That's
Right.
basically what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I can tell you
Sure.
that the favorite for next year is Lamar.
What are the favorites right now?
For next year,
It's just MVP than the other ones.
2025 MVP favorites is Lamar plus 450, Allen plus 600, Mahomes plus 700, Burrow plus 750, Jaden Daniels has the fifth best odds plus 11. Pretty cool. But yeah, Jaden Daniels of the Commanders is your rookie of the year. Offensive, pretty cool.
Congrats.
Deserved. You think it was deserved?
I think he deserved
I
it.
think
Yeah.
he deserved, yeah.
I just would have preferred Bowers.
Yeah, it
Right.
would have been
It's
cool.
hard to do that as a tight end. That's like impossible, almost. That's crazy.
It would have been super cool.
Plus, you hate him.
No, I said he deserved it. He definitely deserved it.
Moving on,
Not much
we
talent
have
this
the
year.
Right, exactly.
defensive
Yeah,
rookie
Caleb
of
Williams,
the
that
year.
was
This one I think was pretty much deserved
More
as well. Jared Verse,
Yeah, come on.
defensive end of the
Easily.
Rams, pass rusher, pretty cool. Beats
Good
out
name
his
for
teammate Brandon Fisk as well as Quinyon Mitchell of the Eagles, Cooper DeJean of the Eagles, Chop
See,
Robinson
Cooper G was the highest
Miami.
rated cornerback.
on the season. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's like 86 on PFF. Or something.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, Jared Verse wins it. Pretty cool.
37 first place votes.
Came alive in the
Quinyon
playoffs.
Mitchell.
Oh, wow.
Finished the season with 4.5 sacks,
The only other player to receive more than one first place vote. Wow.
96 tackles, pretty
That's
much.
so crazy, this marriage.
A couple forced fumbles.
Yeah, he had.
I think
he had a
Quinyon
great
Mitchell's
season.
only big for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, but he was like, it's like the same. It's hard as a corner to like really put up crazy, unless you're on a dog shit team.
Right, unless you put up like crazy plays.
Yeah, it's the only thing.
What pick was he in the draft?
Verse?
First rounder, right?
He might have been 20 something. I can't remember either. One or two of them was like round 1 to round 2. I think Fisk was drafted for Verse was drafted first. I think it was Fisk. Let's leave it backwards.
Round 1, pick 19.
Yeah. Alright, pretty close.
24 years old. 6'4", 260. Yeah, shout out Jared Verse, defensive player of the year. Shout out you.
Yeah, you.
Shout out you. What else do you have?
Action stats, game of the year, moment of the year. This is stupid.
Eric Armstead?
It
Oh,
was the-
moment of the
the
year
Hail
was
Mary.
the Hail Mary.
Didn't this wait?
What?
I feel like we had an argument about this on the podcast last year about moment of the year being a Hail Mary, and we're like trying to argue what is it more? Is it more on the quarterback, more on the receiver? You remember that?
I don't
No, I
remember.
don't remember.
I feel like we had like
This one's obviously on pure luck.
that's why I wouldn't have given it to.
No,
Anybody.
it probably is next gen stats.
I would have given it to who's Noah Brown who caught it.
Oh,
Like it
I
went
see
to
what you're
Jaden Daniels.
oh, it goes to a player.
Like it's his award for that moment. But I'm like,
well, I'm not gonna give it to Noah Brown.
oh, I would have. Shit, he caught the ball.
I know you would.
No,
I think it's a good moment of the year, though. What are you saying? It should have been a moment of the year.
I'm gonna look at the other ones.
Like,
But that
it
probably
probably-
is the moment of the year.
I was gonna say it probably changes the direction of like 2 franchises drastically.
Well, not the whole franchise.
One fired their
2022.
head coach, who went to the NFC Championship game.
Oh, they were that. He was going
Not if they win the game.
What the fuck? Yes, he was.
You don't know that for sure.
No, they were because they were.
They don't have it on it.
No, I guess not.
It's weird.
You're getting called.
I was saying we didn't vote on this last time. I didn't think it was his name. The moon is watching.
Yeah, so there was no nominees. They just made it. They just
Oh.
made that play.
I was gonna say. I'm trying to think. All right, well, let's make up our nominees. Pat Surtain's 100-yard pick 6.
Yeah, with finesse.
Probably one of Saquon's. The fucking
Oh, the backwards
backwards
hurdle.
hurdle.
Wait,
was
Oh, the
crazy.
backwards hurdle.
Was that not the?
You know what it probably is? No, you know
no,
what?
because it's a next gen. It's a next gen stat.
So it's gonna be a
stat-wise.
cool. It could be a number. It's
Some
like
of
improbable.
Some of his like. Well, he
Well,
had
it's probably improbable.
he had
Jumping
a-
backwards
he
over
had a-
someone.
When
he
I
had
was
a-
watching the award show, they did have like the fucking like 0.3 expectancy to win this game.
He had, but he did have like some crazy home run ball touchdowns that I wonder what they would have ranked down there. I bet if you went on Next Gen Stats, you could look up like most improbable plays.
Oops. Probable plays. Can't spell probable.
No, I can. I just was typing fast. I know.
Oh. That was
Yeah, but
last year.
that was yeah. Look up
That was a crazy
2024.
Is this 2024?
No,
Oh,
That's
going
not
through
the-
Twitter.
That's September 24th.
No, but their Twitter should have stuff like that.
Oh.
Look up of the year on their Twitter.
Yeah.
Search of the year
search
in
of
their
the
Twitter.
year.
In the search bar.
You know, H, that's why we pay you nothing.
No, that's from dead long
I
ago.
guess not.
I tried. 2024. Search 2024.
I don't think that's
That's
going to
the
get us
latest.
any closer, Ed.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Of 2024.
Yeah.
Nope.
January 7th.
Oh, okay.
We're close.
Start scrolling, I guess. Oh, that Lamar play.
Oh,
He scrambles
yeah,
around.
The touchdown that he
The
throws.
touchdown that he throws, yeah.
Where he comes down on the sideline.
Right.
Yeah, that
That's
was
a
a
good
crazy
one.
play, too.
Um,
I don't know. Anyway.
They don't have a. Kyle Murray's
In
20
terms
yard
of-
touchdown pass to Marvin Jr. had completion probability of 30.7%. That's play of the year, baby.
In terms of like a moment of the year, I guess I'm all right with it being that.
I guess there
Gotta
has
be
to.
Brandon
I can't
Davis.
think of shit
I can't
else.
think of a bigger
Honest.
moment. I was like, oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, maybe the end of the game blocked field goal kick on the Chiefs.
Maybe. That was a big one.
Probability to win was probably fucking through the roof.
Probably, yeah.
End of the game, remember that? What's it
What,
against?
the playoffs?
No.
No, it was like literally.
Oh,
It was
I think
they
it
should have
was-
lost to that team. And they didn't end up losing.
Was
I mean,
it?
they happened a lot.
I want to say it was like the Raiders or
Say
something.
the
Something-
Raiders?
It might have been the Raiders. They almost
It was
lost
the
to them.
Raiders.
Anyway.
Oh.
Moving on.
That one, probably the
Jaden
Packers
Daniels.
one.
That's the NFL Play Award. Is that not what it's called?
Next
It was a
gen.
next
Or is it
gen
next gen
stats
So that's
award.
different.
Probably.
Next gen stats moment of the year, powered
The
by.
Pick Man of the Year, Eric
Croft.
Armstead.
Yeah. Pretty cool. You guys know what he did?
No clue what he did.
I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
Get food
Yeah,
out.
Eric Armstead, whose Armstead Academic Project supports early childhood education. He was selected Walter Payton Man of the Year. Armstead, who openly discusses how his difficulty reading as a child made him self-conscious,
Beta.
routinely visits schools and reads to children as part of his mission to ensure young students of all socioeconomic backgrounds have access to adequate educational resources. This is a huge honor, Armstead said. It's a huge sense of responsibility that I feel to carry this forward and continue to serve more people. So pretty cool. Use something from his childhood
That's cool.
and is instilling the youth, encouraging the youth. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who the other nominees were, to be honest.
Every team gets
Every
one.
team has it.
Right, but I'm saying like
Oh,
I
who
don't
they
know.
were
I don't know
exactly.
if they were.
They all
the
do some.
finalists.
Yeah, they all sit on
Guys
the,
like
they're on the
this.
stage. They do.
I didn't know only 4 Hall of Famers get in every year. Is
Yeah.
it true?
Is it 4 and then the old people?
Right. Yeah, 4 and it's old people.
I mean,
Think about this.
Eric Allen, Jared
Who the
Allen,
fuck's Eric Allen?
Antonio Gates, and Sterling
Am I
Sharp.
missing that? Who the fuck's
Senior.
Eric Allen? Corner? This guy's 59. This is not his first time. Who's this guy? You got a picture of him. Show me a picture of him.
Cornerback. Yeah.
No clue.
I've never seen this guy.
Never seen this guy in Madden either.
I've heard the name.
I've seen that picture.
Which one? This one?
No,
Right.
the one with the Redskins.
Oh yeah.
Seen the picture. I have no clue who the fuck that is. Don't know who this guy is. Can you pull the list up?
Eagles legend.
Really? Never heard of him.
Jordan Blank.
2025
Hall of Fame finalist. Team not
Nah, it's a different list.
No, that's what we want.
No, we need 25.
No, this is it. This is it.
December 2025.
Oh, because
yeah.
Kuechly didn't get in.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Allen.
All right.
Eric Allen, Jared
Oh,
Allen,
That was gonna be a longer list.
Willie Anderson, Jahari Evans.
Wow.
I don't know who that is. Antonio
I can't
Gates.
believe Evans.
Oh, Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt, Luke Kuechly, Eli Manning, Steve
Steve
Smith, Sr.,
Smith?
Terrell
Wow.
Suggs,
Wow.
Nah, it's Russell.
Fred Taylor, Adam Vinatieri should be in. That's
He's a
crazy.
kicker. They get it.
He's gonna get it
so
next.
late.
Reggie Wayne, Darren Woodson, and Marshall Yonda. That's
Darren
pretty cool.
Woodson, not who I. Wow, Marshall Yonda didn't get in like that. Reggie Wayne didn't
Well,
get
a
in
lot
like
of people
that.
thought Eli
Who the
Manning
fuck
was
is Eric
locked in.
Allen? Am I missing something?
It's goated.
Who the fuck's this guy?
Must be
Or you,
nice.
Mike, you should know him.
Play for the
He was in the
Saints.
Dome Patrol. I have no clue who the fuck
You were
this
alive
guy is.
2 of those years.
Nope. No, I was.
Oh shit! No, you
No, I
weren't.
was not.
For the
I was live for
Raiders.
2 years in which he ended playing. Right. I understand Jared Allen. Right. Probably
Jared
a little
Allen, yeah.
underrated, to be honest.
I think so too.
Amari
Gates.
Evans is actually goated, so that's crazy.
I understand Antonio Gates.
Isn't Willie Anderson goated too?
Yes. No, you think of Will Anderson?
No, I'm thinking of Willie Anderson.
Torrey Holt would be cool.
Torrey Holt, it's gonna take a while for
He
me,
probably
to be honest.
won't get in.
Right, you have to put Antonio Gates in. Antonio Gates has to be in, right?
Yeah, 5 modern
Yonder's
era
gonna do
players,
that. I love Marshall Yonder.
and they need a minimum positive vote of 80% for election. And then 5 seniors, which was Maxie Bond, Sterling Shepard, Jim Tyrer, Mike Holmgren, and Ralph Hay.
They were finalists for the seniors.
Yes. So it's
Okay,
one
I didn't
senior.
know they do that.
Yeah, but they're random people. That's just like contributor finalists.
Yeah.
He was like a fucking investor. He's not even in the actual hall. They put him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so it's 5 and 5.
Interesting.
No.
Oh, 4 and 8 new members will be selected.
Yeah, scroll up again. So who out of these 4 are you taking?
Out of who?
The 4 new guys.
The 4 that came in?
Yeah.
Or the 4 that went in?
That's more
Yeah.
than 8 people, though.
You asked me to pick 4 from these. is what you're
Yes.
saying. Oh, okay. Eric Allen.
You're taking Eric.
No,
Allen.
sorry. Jared Allen.
Oh, you're reading it aloud.
Antonio Gates.
Keekly.
I would take Keekly.
Then I would take
I would take
Vinatieri.
Steve Smith Sr., to be honest.
Over Reggie Wayne.
I lied. Where's Reggie Wayne? Oh,
Bottom.
fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
I would take Vinatieri.
Makes
It would
no
be
sense to
Reggie
me.
Wayne, Antonio Gates,
Keekly.
Terrell Suggs, and Keekly for me, to be honest.
Terrell Suggs.
I would take Suggs.
Oh, I feel like he's kind of overrated, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things.
No, I really like Suggs.
I know. I really
Darren
like him
Woodson?
too. No, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Marshall
That must be
Yonda,
someone
too.
else. I see. I really like Marshall Yonda.
Oh my god.
Like I know he's not goaded though.
Well, the big thing, people
The
thought Eli
Ravens-
Manning was
the
going to get in,
Ravens have
and they
a
didn't
bunch
want him.
of players on this
Right.
list.
Makes sense.
People know, but they were saying they were voting in Vinatieri higher than
Right.
Eli Manning.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Kind of crazy.
I'd take Antonio Gates. Right, first off, he's gonna be your number 1 overall pick for this.
Doesn't have to be.
He's a top 5 tight end of all time.
I would probably take Luke Kuechly over. I guess
You
Antonio
can't
Gates.
legally. You cannot. Right. Am I not understanding Reggie Wood is like Reggie Wayne's like crazy?
He is, or he was.
Because this apparently isn't the first time he's been put in the finals.
No, this is. I think this might
So
be his
weird.
honestly 3rd year.
It's gonna be his 5th or something. He says 2014. So he's eligible. What is it? 4 years? 5, 6, 7? What is it?
I don't know. What the thing
Well,
is.
2019's a cutoff for this one.
I think next year. Let me see.
But Steve Smith, you tell me Steve Smith Jr.'s been up for it 3 times?
Yes.
Bro, what? Am I missing something?
Well, because new people come in every year, and then it's just like
Right. Wow.
5 years.
5 years.
At least 5 years.
So yeah, okay. So 2019's a new one. Reggie Wayne's been there for already 5 years. He's been, wow. What? They don't have the finals yet for this. Oh, potentials. Yeah, Drew Brees is it.
Drew Brees, the first time
Right, so
eligible,
Drew Brees
bro.
is it's
He's
just
the
Drew
first
Brees,
ballot.
Larry
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. There's some other guy too who's like an automatic. So it's kind. I guess so. I understand. So it is kind of fucked.
Rivers is going to be there too. I know he won't get it.
Yeah, Rivers
right away,
is a
but
first round pick. No, Geno Atkins. That's a
Marquise
fucking name.
Pouncey,
That's gonna be tough. Wait, scroll.
Des Bryant,
There was another
Greg
person.
Olson,
There was another person who was like automatic.
Emmett Smith,
Scroll up again.
Tony G is already in there. Larry Fitz, you said.
Yeah, so it's. Okay, it's gonna be. So Drew Brees,
Oh,
Larry
real.
Fitz, and then there's someone
That's
else. I thought. Oh, okay. There you go. Is that not it?
No, it was baseball. Right there. Pro.
No, right there.
I typed NFL anymore.
Oh.
Right.
The Belichick's
Belichick.
eligible? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. No, they do coaches weird.
Coach is
don't they?
probably
It's like an H thing.
Drew
Oh,
Brees,
Jason
Larry
Witten's up
Fitz,
there.
Jason
Frank
Witten,
Gore.
Marcus
Todd Gurley,
Pouncey,
that's
Todd
funny.
Gurley, LaShawn McCoy, Des Bryant, Edelman, Thomas Davis.
Okay,
Now
so
Potty, Alex
Michael
Smith,
Body.
Jarrell Casey's
um,
good too, bro.
No, okay, so
I don't think
so
one
they
from
get-
2025 is getting in through this group.
no, they could definitely. You could
Maybe Luke
That-
Kuechly should get in there.
wide receiver wise. All right, hold on. Let me think about this. So you already have 2 automatics. If you don't auto,
Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald.
if
It
you
has
don't
to.
auto Larry Fitzgerald, you have to be smoking absolute crack.
But he'll get in the next year anyway. He's locked. I
Right,
think
he
so.
has to be locked. Right. The other ones, I think, aren't hard locks.
Witten's not. Gore's
Yeah,
not.
nobody else.
Marquise Pouncey.
Marquise
can
Pouncey's.
get in first.
I feel like Marquise Pouncey's like a Marshall Yonda.
Pouncey, I think, is a little bit.
Am I thinking because it's 2 Pouncey's? Remember that.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
both play
Marquise.
center.
That's no. That's
That's the Dolphins guy, not the Steelers guy. I think.
Steelers.
No, he is.
Wrong.
Wow,
Wow,
the
he's been
Steelers
retired
guy's
now?
definitely in. Steelers guy's
Wow.
definitely in.
I feel like he's got to be, but I feel like it's an underprivileged position. Because
And then
okay, so
the
it's
rest of
4.
them.
It's 5
Dude.
actual dudes.
Thomas Davis, he's getting in soon.
No, well, he's not gonna get it.
He's getting in soon though. He was good.
Who is okay? So now show me the list from last year. So I see who did get it. So it's 3 dudes and 1 senior member.
I don't think there's an actual limit. They just do
no.
4 to 8.
Oh, they have to get 80% of a vote.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so they could be a lot of people.
Yeah.
So are any of these guys getting in? Antonio Gates already in.
Right.
Luke Kuechly's not there yet.
They might put Manning in.
How does Vinatieri not get it?
think
I
he has-
understand he's a
I don't
kicker,
know.
but he's
No, no,
so
no.
tied
He
to
has
like so many Super Bowls and so many fucking wins. But like also Reggie Wayne just sitting there is like that's criminal too.
He's gonna be there for a little bit.
Is
Like
he
Steve
not-
Smith
is he
Senior
not,
there?
like the leading point scorer in the NFL.
Out of Vinatieri, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's a
all
kicker.
time?
But he's a kicker.
Yeah. it's
Like the
just-
first kicker or punter, like the first punter is good in like 2 years ago.
he just became eligible last year.
Vinatieri?
Yeah.
But this year. This year's 5 years.
2024, the 2025. Oh yeah, so he'll be
He's
in.
got to get
Right.
He'll be in there.
So you're
Has to
saying
get it.
so he gets it next year. So
He
say
gets it next
say
year.
we get 2 people from this
So
to
say-
next year.
so say-
Breeze is in. Larry Fitz is in.
Fitzgerald's in.
We'll throw Adam Vinatieri in.
Or what about the people from the years prior that are still eligible too?
These are
This is everybody.
uh,
No, this is just the
this
new
can't be
people.
everybody.
these are the
last year.
new-ish people.
Right.
There's more senior members, right?
Yeah.
But these are
5
the
first
newest
eligible
people.
players among candidates among committee will consider for.
Oh,
So
so
these
they
are the
can't vote for
consider-
anyone. These are the people they already put through the voting process.
Yeah.
So this batch of people will be there again next year, most likely,
Yeah. Add them
if
with
they
the
haven't
other
been
people.
voted in already.
But so take 5 off this. Add at least 10 of them.
Like Torrey Holt, I know has been here for eons.
he's been for a while. 2008, yeah. 2009 rather.
They keep bitching about him that he should be in here.
That he should know.
I still like Steve Smith. I understand Steve Smith Senior is probably not people's favorite.
He'll be the
I think-
Tory Holt
wow.
of this generation. Like he's gonna be waiting
Right,
for a little
pretty
bit.
much.
But like you get dudes like fucking
That's
Des
crazy.
Bryant and shit in there. It's like what the fuck. I don't know.
Well, it's just people who are
way
eligible.
way down.
Just
the
people who
line.
are eligible.
Way.
Interesting. That's
I
interesting.
like Jabari Evans, even though I'm a homer, but
You're a homer.
he's goated.
And then I think the only other award we could talk about, it wasn't on that list, but
Civil Service Award.
coordinator of the year
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson.
was Ben Johnson.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, assistant coach of the year beat out Aaron
Oh, right,
Glenn,
it wasn't on there.
Joe Brady, Brian Flores,
Yeah.
and Vic Fangio. So shout
Makes
out Ben
sense.
Johnson. A
Fangio.
couple of these guys are already getting new jobs.
Right.
Obviously Ben Johnson with the Bears, Aaron Glenn with the Jets. But yeah, that was pretty much the NFL honors wrapped up. The Hall of Fame wrapped up.
I don't think any of the choices shocked me.
No,
No,
I don't think
they
so
make
either.
sense. Like yeah, Williams one made sense. Except for obviously you can have an argument about the MVP. Well,
anything else? Final remarks on this season of the Whistle?
Yeah, Saints got Kellen Moore as head coach. I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yep.
He wasn't committed to Derek Carr when they asked him about it.
yeah, good.
He
How,
said,
how,
well,
how could he be?
He said things about it, and they're like, well, if he committed, he goes, well, we'll see how the roster shakes out. And then, like, they press him back, and he goes, well, we'll see how the roster shakes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
should.
should.
He goes, I'm interested to see how that shakes out.
You want to do like way too early predictions?
For next year.
What do I-
Let's do division leaders and Super Bowl winner.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I mean, it's so tough to do a Super Bowl winner right now. Shit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, show me the standings. There's just standings overall, so I can see all the fucking teams.
Okay. All right. So AFC East.
Right, Bills win again.
Bills
Easy.
win.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, the Jets are going to get worse, right? Patriots get better, but they're not going to jump 10 wins.
Patriots can
Jets
sneak
maybe
in two.
get better.
We can sneak in 2.
Jets might
Right.
have a rookie quarterback.
Right.
Jets bring back Sam Darnold.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the Jets bring back like Sam Darnold.
I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know what they're gonna
Bills-
Dolphins.
Bills win the division.
Dolphins could get 10 wins, but I think the Bills still win the division.
do. Tyreek might be in better.
Yeah, Tyreek, I don't know what the
form
fuck
next
he's
year.
doing.
He could be better next
He
year.
could be on a
the
different team
same.
for all I know.
It's gonna be a Cowboy.
No, I think he apologized. I think he's gonna come back.
pretty wrapped
AFC
up.
North is a tough one.
The Steelers obviously bump
Low-key.
down, right? Bengals jump. You think you're pushing Browns?
I'm pushing Browns.
It's
I
probably
mean, it could be the fucking Bengals.
Bengals. I
It
was
could be
gonna
the
say
They have to
that,
make
too.
so much room on defense, so they have to go crazy.
You know what? Their D tackle requested a trade too.
I know.
Today.
I thought it was a
Random.
linebacker,
I thought it was DT.
We don't know if they're gonna have Higgins.
Somebody.
Yeah, Baltimore wins.
which is weird. I don't know who he thinks
It'll
he
be.
is.
It'll probably be Baltimore, but the Bengals. They could do it.
At this point, I have to take Baltimore.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying with the Bengals. They were only 3 wins off.
I know.
Hence
It's
why Lamar didn't get MVP. But I don't know.
Yeah.
AFC South
Tough one.
is interesting.
Tough.
I don't think it's that tough.
You think it's Stroud again?
This is easily the Texans.
Yeah.
Probably by a larger margin of games.
Really?
And I think
because they were
wow.
super banged up this year and they sucked. And I can't imagine that they regress. And I can't imagine the Colts improve that much.
I'd like to see the Jags do something.
I think honestly,
I think
think
this
it's gonna
division will
go-
be closer.
Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans. That's where I think it's gonna go.
Right? It's not far fetched. I mean, I think again, I think the win spur will be about they win the division by 2 games.
Oh, it'll be like
they're
this.
not. I
Well,
don't think
no,
they're going to
just-
push 12 wins.
It might be like Texans 10 again, and then
Literally.
Colts, Jaguars 8-7.
7 and 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's literally what I'm saying.
AFC West.
This is interesting. It's
Okay, I
interesting.
wanna pick the
It's
Chargers,
Chiefs,
interesting.
Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. A lot of coaching firepower in this
Right,
division now.
right. Pete Carroll's here.
Pete Carroll.
How much
the
better than the Raiders?
This might be the best coach division in football.
It is the
now.
best coach division
Yeah.
in football.
Sean Payne with the Broncos. Obviously Harbaugh with the Chargers. And Andy Reid with the
Wow.
Chiefs.
I think the Raiders.
This is the Chargers.
Raiders
in
have to
trouble.
push 6 wins.
This is the Chargers' year.
Right, that's easy. You think the
Do
Chargers?
we think the Chiefs regress?
I don't think
Well, they're not making the Super
I
Bowl.
don't think
Turmoil.
they're not having a 15-2.
Right.
Like that's just. I don't think they're having it
They're
yet.
not doing much.
I think they probably win the division
Right.
still.
Which is
but
kind of crazy if you say they're not
Yeah,
going
they-
15-2 and the Chargers went 11-6, which is more realistic.
Here's the thing with the Chargers. I have a feeling that they're still not going to get Herbert the help he needs.
But Josh, what you have to think is this is the worst they're ever going to be under Harbaugh. Reasonably,
I know that.
reasonably,
I know that.
reasonably.
I can't
You know, if
believe
they're going to be
Reasonably.
receivers,
This is the first year he's
Yeah.
been there.
It's
He
actually-
sold
if
everybody,
they do what
and
they,
they have
need to
nobody.
do, if they
It's
do what they need to
impressive.
do, I'll say.
It's impressive that they won 11 games and the Broncos won 10.
Literally.
And the Chiefs still won 15.
Right. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm saying the Chiefs, but the Chargers will be right there.
Right,
They'll
I'll
be
say the
fighting for that
Chiefs.
spot.
I'll say, the spread's going to be 2 games.
Yeah.
And
think the Raiders
I don't
maybe
think
get
the
a couple
Broncos,
wins.
this isn't a fluke season for the Broncos.
No, I don't think it is either.
I have them, I
think it's a
have,
fluke.
my line for the Broncos would be,
8.5.
just because I'm a pussy, 8.5.
Yeah.
I can't say 9.5.
I can see them.
Chargers
I
is
can see
what,
them getting 10 wins again
Chargers is probably 9.5.
because they played well and their team is
Oh.
dog shit.
Yeah, Chargers probably 9.5. I take that for.
They-
The Chiefs is probably
probably
10.
11 and
I
10
give the
wins
Chiefs 10.5.
with shitter teams for the most part, in my opinion.
Think of the Broncos getting a running back.
I know they have
They get
5.
Genty?
They're all the same.
Ooh.
They get Genty.
When every team gets Genty, ooh.
When every team gets
When
Genty.
the Chargers get Genty, ooh.
NFC East,
Right.
Eagles East.
I don't see much changing.
And
to be
honestly,
honest.
I think the Cowboys.
7 wins. That's not a bad.
They got 7 wins.
floor for them.
That's not.
Right.
Them getting 7 wins this year is actually
They could. Well,
really good.
I mean, they have a lot of talent on their team. I think they could probably go 10-7 next year. I think
Who?
the Cowboys.
Oh.
I think the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys fight for that second spot.
Oh, yeah, they're going to finish second.
I'll tell you what. Not gonna lie. All 3 of those teams could be the one at the end of the year,
Commanders. stay.
Well, 100%.
which is this might be a super exciting end to the year.
It
watch.
usually always is.
Usually it's
And wait,
it's
and wait, and we'll
Division,
wait.
yeah.
We'll wait to see who the Giants.
It
get.
switches
usually a
every
2
year.
team, not a 3 team.
We'll wait to
Yeah,
see who
wow.
the Giants
Yeah,
get at
historically.
quarterback too.
Well, I don't see the Giants.
Yeah,
making
Giants.
it. Either they got Stafford, and I just wouldn't put money on them.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
Cowboys
I'm
over under,
not saying
I give
they're
them
gonna win the
8.5.
division. Shit.
but they're gonna play better.
Commanders-
more than 3 wins, hopefully.
Commanders, I think I give 8.5 to. Eagles, I probably give.
This
11.5.
they're playing a lot of tough opponents this division this year, so we'll see.
Yeah, it should be fun.
14 wins is it's too many 14 teams.
NFC North.
This is
What
all
do you think?
Packers.
All Packers. Lord.
Can't wait.
Honestly,
tough. This is a
low-key,
tough one.
No,
might
it's
just take the
probably
Vikings.
I
think it
I
has
want
to
to
be
say
Vikings.
Vikings. I do
This
want to
one's
say
impossible.
Vikings.
This one's more impossible to call this season than it was last season.
Yeah, no.
To be
a
honest.
lot of
Almost-
stuff shaking
it's
up.
almost-
Now
there's
the
almost
Bears
too much
have
changes.
what we think is
Well,
a
the Bears,
competent
too.
head coach.
Yeah, but the Bears aren't going to jump 10.
No,
what,
but
10
they-
wins.
I know.
They
I'm
can
not
they can
saying
jump
that.
6 or 7 and get the second spot. It's
I'm
the
not
thing.
saying that, but who knows?
That's 9 wins.
Who knows how this
Five
shakes
plus
out?
7.
Yeah, but the Vikings
It's
aren't
not-
going to win.
Oh, I
the
don't think-
Vikings
no,
are not
yeah.
going to win 14.
I don't think that's gonna
Right.
happen again. Yeah.
They shouldn't. When
Like
you told me
15 or 14,
if you
no
told me
way.
last year they're not going to win 14, I go, yeah, you're right.
And they did it
And
last
they
year.
did.
They did it this year.
Like, there's way too many 14-win games.
Packers
Like-
lost to
yeah.
everybody over
Like the
500.
Vikings, 10.5.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
What do you think? What do you think?
As a line,
We don't know what
I
their
give them
quarterback
11.
is.
That's why I'm giving him 10.5. I don't know what to tell you.
I can see them 12.
What do you take? What are you taking?
12 wins, man.
You're not the quarterback. What do you give him?
No,
7.5?
they're keeping.
I'll take that. 50 bucks,
Darnold's
7.5.
staying for the most part. I'm pretty sure Darnold's staying.
Right. I'm assuming he's staying.
Yeah. Assuming he's staying, they get
Give me
12
the
wins.
line. Unless you assume he doesn't.
9.5 with him there.
With,
I'm not betting. I'm not taking.
Why? Why does one of our people
just
only get
saying.
the bets and I don't get the
think-
fucking
I don't
shit ass
think
lines, bro?
They're not.
Oh, the Bills only get 7.5. What?
Like, I don't think they'll win more than 10 games.
why? Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
So what do you
How many
see?
games are the Packers winning?
I don't know. I'm not worried about
You're a sicko, bro. It's just saying the Packers blindly and calling every other team ass.
I like the Bears again this year.
Yeah, all right.
I think
like
it'll
the
go
last few
Vikings,
years.
Fucking
Lions,
anybody.
Bears, Packers.
Like the Packers and Vikings like had better defenses than the Lions.
Yes.
Not that much.
And
though.
the Bears
There's
did
a
too.
10-point spread for Vikings to fucking
Yeah,
Lions,
points.
points wise.
Like I don't think the Lions are scoring that many points this season again, bro. That is not going to happen.
5? No way.
That
No,
was
Ben
an
Johnson
anomaly
gone.
Right.
season.
100%.
Now, obviously, they still have all the pieces.
That's crazy.
They were 8-0 on the road.
Net points minus 60 is wild.
Yeah, the Lions probably won the division.
I mean, they went 6-0 in the division.
Where did
this
they
year.
go? What's their line?
Vikings went 4-2.
I give the Lions 10.5. What is you? What is your betting line?
Yeah, like 11. It'd be like 11.5.
I give that line to the Vikings,
Crazy.
and I give the Lions a 10.5.
That's crazy.
I think the Vikings
Why
at
do
most
you
win
think
12,
that?
13 games next year, and then
Yeah,
they
probably.
win the division. I don't think they're
Yeah.
getting 14. That's like crazy.
All right,
Right.
what's next?
I don't think. Honestly, I think there'll be 2 teams.
NFC
13 plus
South. NFC South.
wins. Saints easy.
It's the Bucks this year.
Saints easy.
You
No
know
OC.
it's
They
not.
switched their OC.
You know it's not.
OC's gone.
It's fine. It's the Bucks again.
OC's gone.
It's
Actually,
not Atlanta.
Saints are back.
I was gonna say it might.
Well,
be.
come on, Atlanta.
I'll tell you what,
The
the
lefty,
Panthers-
lefty loosey,
The
baby.
Panthers might get fucking the second spot this year. Can't lie to you.
It's not Atlanta.
Honestly, any team can win this, and you shouldn't bet on this fucking division.
Anyone but the Saints. The Saints are
Saints
not
could
winning
easily.
this
The Saints could have easily won this fucking division.
division. I don't think so.
It was it week like 15? We're like, wow, this is the way they
3
can win
wins on the
it.
home, at home. 2 wins in the
They had
division.
the second
Minus
best-
60, just like the
They
Bears.
almost had the
This
best
division
defense.
fucking
They
sucks, bro.
They just couldn't score. They
Yeah.
almost had the best defense.
Tell me, if the Buccaneers didn't deal with the Chris Godwin shit, they probably would have.
Who?
Probably
Are you citing injuries when talking about this
I'm
division?
saying they probably would have beat the Commanders and been.
You don't think the Saints win this division after week 2 speculation?
They did start.
Kubiak, he fell off.
He fell off because half his team died.
Nah, it didn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter when it's my team. When the Bucks have
They
it, it's
play
someone
one- they
else.
play
It's
one
fucked.
more
Me when the
round.
Bucks
It's
lose
fucked
one
up
guy,
because
we lose our entire offensive line and offensive weapons.
Nah, the Bucks.
It's fucked up because I can't see the Saints winning.
You should be able to see the Saints winning. It's
I
not
I just
hard.
don't know who their quarterback's going to be.
Now it's the new coach. Now
You
it's the new coach.
assume it's their car.
The new coach buff only works for like 5 weeks.
Or Rattler.
That's good. Take it.
Or Rattler. You guys still have Rizzler?
The Rizzler's still there.
Sure. Bucks win.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
I can't call that one. I don't know.
I take the Saints.
I have to take the Bucks.
And all their lines, I'm setting at 7.5.
I'll take the Bucks too.
The Panthers I'll set at 6.5.
If
Everyone else
if
gets 7.5.
Godwin's healthy and they can keep him because he's supposed to be a free agent.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I think so.
I don't know if he's staying.
I don't see why they
He
wouldn't.
probably has to stay now.
Another
Like after
time
injury.
Call.
NFC West.
49ers.
Now,
This is all
A
seasons.
lot of speculation here.
there's because
You
people.
gotta speculate.
Let's
Is
speculate.
Stafford
we
still
need
on
to
the
speculate.
Rams?
If
Now listen.
Stafford's still there, it's different.
Now listen.
Right.
The
Okay.
Cardinals won a sneaky 8 games.
Right. Stupid 8 games.
That's
This
crazy,
Cardinals
man.
roster is sneaky.
Oh wait, this is easy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
49ers.
The Niners were
49ers.
obviously banged up. Ayuk died.
Full
McCaffrey.
defense.
Negative point
I don't
spread. They
think-
went positive.
I don't think McCaffrey's going to be a factor ever again. Personally, I think his
I
injury
like
is
that.
terrible.
I like that. I like that.
I just, unfortunately, I love the guy. He's great. He did great things. I just, double calf injury. Come on. If you took him in fantasy this year, I don't know what you were thinking.
You think him fancy next year? You're
I think that's a
Who?
huge piece of the puzzle.
CMC.
I'm
I'll take him
a
again.
Brock
Fuck
Purdy. I'm a Brock Purdy denier.
Right,
I think
okay.
Shanahan's overrated.
What you do?
I think he has a great roster. That's why they're good.
Trey Greenlaw is leaving.
I would
too, heard.
love.
Who's not people on
see-
defense,
Trey
actually?
Greenlaw's out of
I
there.
would
Fuck.
love to see Seattle win this division. They
It's
were
not
so
happening. Never
close.
gonna
They got other pieces here on coaching too.
If the
As long as they have
Rams,
Geno
if
Smith,
the Rams
the new
lose
OC.
Stafford, Is Sean McVay coaching?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Is he going to retire?
No,
Not this
It's
year.
always a
I don't
rumor.
know.
He'll retire at the end of next
He
year.
always
if-
says
if
that. I don't know.
happens.
No, so like, listen, right? So what do we think of? So Rams are going to have no Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Probably no Stafford.
Yes. Then they're last.
Okay.
Yeah, at that.
I don't know if they're last. That's crazy. It's so
Well,
crazy to say
they're
that.
gonna have a quarterback.
I think they're just. You could say the Cardinals probably last.
Like, they're not
in that. You
Like,
could just say.
Think about it like this, right? The 49ers get rid of Purdy. There's a lot of quarterbacks you can slide in there that's gonna end up taking them to like an 8-10 win season.
Cardinals 2 and the
You
6.
can't get
on
the
the
Rams.
You don't think the
Rams
Rams
is
get
so
Daniel Jones?
bad. What were the Cardinals in
I
the
think he plays
division?
well.
3-3. It says.
Baker Mayfield's
His ass.
Look at the Niners gonna lose 5 division games again.
No.
That's just not gonna happen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna win it, and I think they're probably
Nah,
getting.
they're not.
If I say it,
I like
jinx it, I'll
Seattle.
wait.
I'm taking Seattle.
It'll be the Niners as long as they're healthy.
Too.
If they all get hurt again, obviously it's fucked. But
But same thing. Like nobody's winning more than 11.
I could see that 49ers team.
I'm
push
setting.
12
I'm
wins.
setting all their
Easy.
lines at 8.5.
That's insane.
We don't know. We don't know who's gonna be there. Sorry.
Niners. I can see
Like,
them
is
win 12 games
Debo
this year.
happy there? What's
Or Debo's leaving too.
Debo's gone.
What's
Debo's-
Debo's role
right,
gonna
Debo's
be
leaving.
if
Debo's
he's
out.
even there?
Debo's out. There's no
Ricky
chance.
Pereira.
He's just gonna go to the Ravens, I think, or something.
Seattle's gonna win this division.
They could honestly win this
It's
division
gonna
just
be
by
one of the
subtraction.
birds. It's gonna be.
Everyone's
one of
gonna
the
lose
birds.
people, and the Seahawks are just gonna sit there.
Like I think the Niners.
49ers
I
are-
think the Niners players realize the window there is closed.
100%.
Definitely not.
You're
close.
losing
100%
McCaffrey.
Get the fuck
You're
out of
losing
there.
McCaffrey because he's not fit. Brock Purdy's
Get the fuck
not.
out of here.
If
No
they
way.
lose Debo too, it's closed.
Debo, honestly, Debo did nothing this year to where I don't know. If they had a healthy Ayuk, I think they would have probably been
Like,
third.
I don't know,
at least.
defensively, they're obviously still good.
Defensively, they're fine.
They're losing
But
two
they
defenders.
gave up the most points in the division. Like,
Yeah, but their whole defense.
did they get better? Like, I don't know.
It's only if they're healthy, they are probably making the Super Bowl.
It's like
that
the
team.
only team with a set roster is fucking Seattle
They're not.
and Arizona.
in Arizona.
But like, I just don't believe in Arizona. Give me Seattle. I'll take Seattle.
I don't know.
like
You
that.
guys have.
I'll
been,
take the Seattle action. I'll
you
take
guys
the
have
Seattle
been
action.
bitten the ass by Seattle all year doing this again.
Yeah.
Seattle will never make it back
Closet
anywhere close to that shit.
Seattle.
10 wins. I think 10 wins is the fucking.
No. I
ceiling?
mean, like into like
They're
12
not-
wins next season.
they're not winning the division. They could have won the division
They
easy
could win
this
the
year.
division right
They
here.
fucked it, and they're gonna do it again because they have Geno for their quarterback.
You just
Nah,
missed
he's
the blue
gonna
guy.
learn.
He holds
He's
it
gonna
together.
learn. He's gonna stop throwing.
7-1 on the road. Beast.
DK Metcalf's
Stop.
gone
That's a
too.
beast.
It's crazy.
DK Metcalf's gone.
It sucks at
for
home.
for a team that usually
We
has
need
great home field
7-1 on the road.
Yeah, he was playing fucking
crazy.
And then
shitty.
finally we have one. Oh, that was it.
We'll do our Super Bowl.
Who's your Super Bowl
predictions.
picks? Quickly, let me think. Can you
Fully
show
healthy.
Can you show the teams just in a large sheet?
No,
It's his teams right there.
it's not gonna be good.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, come on.
fully healthy. Give me
Can you give me the playoff?
Bills
picture?
49ers. Boom, lock it in. That's
Need
my
an
Super
NFC
Bowl.
team. I guess I gotta take the Eagles again.
Yep, Bills 49ers.
I have to think that
Lock
they
it up,
do
man.
something. Ravens Eagles. Take the Texans again.
I have Ravens Eagles too. It's gonna be a Lamar.
It's so low hanging
be-
fruit, but
It's gonna be a
too early
Lamar
to tell.
revenge tour next year.
I think so.
Don't.
Gonna go with a better season than he did this year. That'd be crazy.
No, but he's
Lamar
gonna.
revenge tour. He's gonna get
He's
to the
gonna
same
win.
spot in the
he's gonna-
playoffs and
he's
lose
gonna
again.
Win, he's gonna win the MVP.
He's gonna win that shit.
They're gonna lose the Super Bowl though to the Eagles.
You won't get there. You won't have to deal with that.
You're right.
No shot.
You're right. Ravens versus Commanders.
Yeah.
Sorry, like my big proclamation.
The Bill, dude.
Sleeper to make
Saints.
What's a sleeper from each conference to make the Super Bowl? You have a sleeper from each conference. I have a sleeper from the NFC.
The NFC is so hard to call.
Not
But I guess the Lions, but the Lions aren't a sleeper.
No.
The Vikings are a sleeper.
I can't
I would
believe
say
I'm
the
saying
Bucs
this.
would
I
be
cannot believe I'm saying this on
Packers.
air. If the
Saints.
draft goes how I think it's
Give
gonna
the
go,
Saints.
the Dallas Cowboys can make the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Okay.
the Cowboys are not that far away
Not
at
kidding.
all. At all.
They can get Ginty.
Dude, they have a good run
They're
game.
losers. They
Their
probably won't
defense
even
is
take them. 100%.
Because teams that can't be categorized as sleepers in the NFC are Lions, Packers, Niners. In my opinion.
Vikings.
I would-
And
I
maybe
would
the
throw
Vikings.
the Vikings in there
Maybe
too,
the
yeah.
Vikings.
Everyone
Anybody else, I
fair
think you
game.
could say is a sleeper pick. Oh, I do that.
Scroll-
I'm not
Scroll
gonna lie,
up and down on the
AFC
phone.
sleeper for me, Bengals.
Keep showing.
Can you classify them as a sleeper?
Bengals.
Because I argue the 4 teams you can't are Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals.
Right. Anyone with an MVP on their team can't be classified.
I think it's Bills, Chiefs, Ravens only because the Bengals are like.
You think the Bengals are a tier below?
Yeah,
That's
right
fair.
now. But if I had to pick another one, Chargers.
Chargers. I wanted to say Chargers too, but that's such a that'd be such a tough playoff.
I'm going with who I thought was going to make the Super Bowl this
Scroll
year.
down a little bit. Scroll slowly.
Stop.
Let me look at this.
Steelers?
Houston.
Houston,
You did say that.
Love Houston. Great defense. Keep tripping. What defense gave up the least points? Was it the Chargers at 301? Scroll
Probably,
down
yeah,
because I just saw 302. 303 is the Eagles. What was the
I think it might be.
None of the NFC.
scroll back up? Yeah, it's got to be AFC. Yeah, it was then.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, 301.
Then it was the Broncos 311 too.
And what did Houston give up?
Houston gave up 372, but they dealt with shit though.
Oh, Houston would be good too.
Houston would be my.
Anyway,
would be
even.
my
Wow,
sleeper.
that's crazy.
Cowboys might go there. I think it's going to be Eagles Ravens, and I think the Eagles will. Lamar
Do you have an
MVP.
NFC sleeper?
My NFC sleeper will be
Nick Sirianni, Coach of the Year next year. Gross.
I would say the Rams, but I don't know if they're going to do it with Stafford.
Seahawks, Seattle. Sleeper in the NFC, the only one that makes
Give me the Steelers.
the only-
Steelers my NFC team.
the only two that make
And
sense,
in
I
NFC?
think, are Cowboys Commanders.
Right. Because they like
If
they're
you're
fringe.
not,
They're
yeah,
fringe.
if you're not,
Well, they made it this year.
I think I'm with you on Cowboys, to be honest.
dude, I don't know why.
And the Rams, if not for Stafford leaving. But we don't know what's going to happen.
We do this all the time, like about the Cowboys. Like,
They're not a 7-win fucking team to me. This was so uncharacteristic. Like, I know they sell, but like,
I
they
mean,
played
a year
bad
ago,
this year.
the year
were the top of the
year
fucking
prior,
league.
they were the best offense in the NFL,
I think.
and they not fumbled literally, but it was that time management play.
Oh, with the fucking ref touching the ball and shit. Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I could see them going to the big game.
I wouldn't be very.
Can you pull up the draft really quickly? Draft order.
First overall
Cowboys
pick
have-
prediction.
No, I wanted to see where people that I had sleepers like where their picks are. Right.
Titans, Browns.
Like you
Giants.
think a team could take somebody that changes the future of them and makes them a sleeper, like
None of these guys.
Yeah,
you
no,
think we'll
keep
see
going.
a
Like, go, like,
you think we'll see a
7.
Commanders season, like a team that had 4 wins and then had 12 make the playoffs.
Okay. Like San Francisco, like the 49ers having 11 is like crazy.
That's
Like they're gonna get like a stud. If they get the top DB, that'd be crazy.
They need.
And if they needed like their DTs this year are crazy in the draft. Bears.
Bears at 10. Is
Dallas
great.
at 12. That's such a crazy pick. Yeah, I guess it
Go
has to
Big
be. It
Chance
has to be
here.
Dallas in my mind.
It has to
I
be
guess
Dallas
Dallas has to
for
be
the
the dark
NFC.
one. Like it's obviously not fucking Miami. I like the Falcons. I just don't.
I don't like
say
Penix.
you don't like Penix?
Only his throwing
He's a lefty,
motion
you don't
pisses
like
me the
lefty.
fuck off.
You're a
He
bitch.
throws with his whole body. That's
Inverse
scary.
the footage.
If he fixes
Inverse
it,
the
no,
footage.
they still throw with his
No,
whole
no,
body.
no.
This
Inverse
way.
the footage. You'll go. Oh my God, he's doing beautiful throwing motion.
No,
See
no,
those
no.
John
He
telling
goes.
It's like which quarterback is this?
It's so
It's
bad.
like the white and black footage, like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
grainy footage.
No, inverse the footage is fine.
No, I just don't
I'd
want
take the
ball.
Falcons, but they are the Falcons, so I can't trust anyone in the NFC South. And I won't pick my own team
Listen,
more
if
ethically.
the Falcons get him in the lab with like a QB's coach and he fixes that
looks
shit,
good.
his throwing
He looks
motions
good.
actually.
He's a lefty, Josh.
hard. No, no,
Inverse
no.
the footage.
Michael, his
Josh,
throwing motion. Like
Inverse
Tua,
the
I have no
footage.
issue with Tua. No issue with Tua. Michael Penix's throwing motion is he puts his whole entire body into his throws. He throws like Philip Rivers almost.
Hall of Famer.
You see how Philip Rivers throws? It's so bad.
He
I hate
throws
it.
like he's had 12 kids.
I know.
So-
If he fixes that shit, I could see them being a little sleepy.
So Super Bowl prediction next year. Go.
What I say? Bills. Who's my pick?
49ers.
Bills 49ers.
Okay.
But
I have Eagles.
Low-key
Ravens.
Vikings.
You said the same. And then sleeper pick from each side.
NFC, I'm with you with the Cowboys
Yeah, right.
and Bengals AFC.
I'll probably go Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
AFC, I gotta go
Cowboys
Steelers.
Texans. I like the Texans.
No
See, I
quarterback.
don't know what they're doing.
Fields at quarterback.
He's not.
Lou, when they get
They already
Luther
don't want him. They
Fields
already
and Luther
trying to get somebody else.
Fields and Luther Burden.
I could see Pickens.
Do the Burberry.
I could see Pickens asking for a trade.
He should, to be
he
honest.
should,
I think
to
he should
be
get
honest.
He would never ask for trade. They'll get rid of him beforehand.
Yeah, but I feel like he needs
Mike
to-
Tomlin's too smart. to
Is
ask
Tomlin,
for
is
a
Tomlin
trade.
keeping his job?
Yes.
I think this is the last year. I think this is it. If he goes another like fucking 50,
See, the problem is like, unless you have like, for instance, his past year had been a good year to be at Wits End.
yeah,
Right. You have a really good coaching bracket. Obviously, we're gonna have breakout like OCs next year, but it's like, unless like Bill Belichick's coming, like there's no
And
point here.
and then the quarterback they get rid of wins the Super Bowl. Think about that.
Russ.
Kenny
Russ.
Pickett.
Oh,
Oh, shut the fuck up. I was sitting there like, what the
I was
fuck's
so
this guy
confused.
talking about?
But yeah, those are
You
some
saw the
predictions
future.
for next year.
Saw the
Hopefully you
future.
enjoyed the whistle.
Kenny
We had a
Pickett
good time
was-
bringing it to you. We wanted to talk sports because we do like sports a lot. We consume a lot of sports. We didn't want to have it take up a ton of time on our main podcast, Diversity Catalog. So that's where the idea of the whistle was born. And I think it was a pretty good success. We started, week 3, I think, of the NFL season.
Oh, it was week 2.
It was one of those. It was one of the
great,
first
right?
couple
Yeah.
weeks. And we didn't look back. And honestly, I had a good time doing it. I
It was
enjoyed
fun.
it. I mean, stay tuned. We're definitely going to do it for next year for the NFL.
100%.
We've talked about doing the NBA playoffs because I think it could be fun because I personally love the NBA. I watch more NBA than NFL, to be honest. So I think it could be fun to do.
I think
but
we should.
we'll see.
And we got
I think content
stuff coming up
wise,
too.
it'd be good.
We got the combine. We got the draft
Right,
stuff we can talk
combine,
about.
draft.
So we won't be gone for.
We'll be
Too
off 2
long at a
weeks, pretty
time.
much. The
Yeah.
combine's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we have also leading
Comes
up to
fast.
fantasy season. We could do mock draft stuff like that. So
Right.
there's a lot of stuff we can do.
That'd
I'll
be
have to come up with fake
cool.
mock drafts so
Yeah.
you don't know my position.
We can do literally.
We could do like a sleeper 10-man mock draft.
Literally.
We
Exactly.
each get a random pick and then just do it with a computer.
100%.
Oh shit, content. I like
Sure.
that. That'd be fun. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching The Whistle. Again, brought to you by Diversity Catalog. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel.
Sorry.
Rate the podcast 5 stars on Apple, Amazon, and Spotify if you listen to it there. And follow on social media at Diversity Catalog on Instagram, TikTok, as well as X. We are also taking a break from the main podcast, Diversity Catalog. We just posted on the 12th.
Yep.
Wednesday of this week. We'll be coming back in probably 2 weeks.
Yes.
We're going to take a breather. We're going to recoup. We're at episode 76. It's been a lot. We've been grinding season 2, so we're going to take a little breather, reset our minds, get some new ideas, and we'll be back first week of March. So thank you for being here. As always, it's been Diversity Catalog. We'll see you next time.